Well, it's always a fantastic night, isn't it, at the Norfolk Arena. Mark Webber was here tonight, won the British Grand Prix yesterday, but here he was to cheer on the Australian team. Jason Crump was the captain, the man who often inspires them in this kind of situation, and he didn't let them down again. They got off to the perfect start with a win from Chris Holder in heat number 1. But then it was the turn of Great Britain to really find their feet and lift the Norfolk Arena crowd. Great Britain strung together the race wins. They made the gates. We saw the white helmets crossing the line on a regular fashion. And Great Britain, who came into the meeting as underdogs, were really starting to believe. It took a big ride from Jason Crump in heat 7 as the joker to get double points for Australia to fire them back into the meeting. And from then on, it was a head-to-head shootout between the likes of Chris Harris and Chris Holder and Jason Crump. They certainly served up some fantastic racing. Harris and Holder went toe-to-toe in heat number 10. Harris feeling the full force of the Australian Grand Prix star. The suit inflated, Holder was deflated because Harris was awarded a big win. Despite the protest from Neil Middleditch, it all got a bit tetchy in the pits at that stage because so much in Speedway World Cup week is at stake for all of these nations. Great Britain carried on fighting. Chris Harris, Scott Nicholls were leading from the front. Despite one or two mechanical gremlins, they were able to keep right in the meeting till right to the death. But they've got so much strength in depth, the Australian team, with the likes of Chris Holder and Jason Crump. The jokers were so important, as they always are. Harris was the inspiration in 17. 6 points for Great Britain, for the Great Britain captain, to keep them in there with a chance and keep those Union flags flying. Then we went to Chris Harris again, who was able to battle Chris Holder right to the very end. Chris Harris with that daring battle right to the line, but Chris Holder was able to hold him off, and at that point the Australians knew they were there. Jason Crump did the rest. The Australians celebrate. They're through to the Speedway World Cup final as we look forward to the race-off in Moolilla.